Okay, hey, how y'all doing? It's your girl T, Big Beautiful Loving It on YouTube. Hope you guys are doing great. I felt like I needed to come and talk to my ladies, specifically my natural sisters today, because we are going through some things on the YT. Let's talk about it. Um, if you are a natural on YouTube and you watch a lot of naturals videos, then I'm sure that you know what's been going down to some extent. And as far as some kind of collision, some derision, some division between our sisters on the YT. And it is brought to my attention that some people are fucking crazy and truly believe that having natural hair makes us all really, this community that is very united. And I think that if you think that, you're a little bit confused. And I'm going to tell you why. Not that I'm somebody who's about division and about, separating yourself, but there's a point that you're missing if you think that automatically because someone has natural hair, that is your friend, your sister, someone who even really truly relates to you on all levels. Because, one, hateful, evil, rude, people come in all shapes, sizes, and hair textures, boo. There's nothing about not getting a relaxer that automatically makes you a good person. Point blank, period. It just doesn't. It doesn't mean that. I'd love it if it did. If taking a relaxer out your head would just make you not call me right now while I'm trying to make a video. No, it would just make it. If it just made you. And Anthony, I'm gonna take a shut up too. Sorry, boo. It's not right now. Yeah. Um, if it just automatically you take the relaxer out and a person just evolved into greatness and just, the spiritual oneness that made them just nice to everyone, that'd be great. But I mean, it doesn't. It just doesn't do that. And it's not to say that people with relaxers can't be great people. Everybody, I mean, there's great people in all shapes and sizes, and then there's horrible people in all shapes, sizes, hair textures. It's common sense. So you cannot expect that because someone is natural, they're going to share your viewpoints. They're going to relate to you on all levels. They're not. I do feel like a connection with my natural sisters because we have kind of an understanding about certain things that maybe a relaxed sister can't quite understand. She just can't. She hasn't been through some of the things that we've been through, maybe. But beyond that, beyond those relatabilities, I mean, you got to deal with each person on a person-to-person basis. And so don't get confused. Because I saw somebody on here, girl, you was crying, girl, because two naturals on the YouTube was fighting. Please stop it. Please stop crying. Get you some tissue. Go handle that. Wipe that up and move on with your day. Because whether they're naturals, relaxed, Jerry curl, people gonna have differences of opinion. Things are gonna happen. Now, in this situation, if you know what I'm talking about, one of these sisters, I'm not even gonna get into her really. Well, okay, let me say this. She's very popular on YouTube. I feel like I don't want to talk around her. Okay, I'm talking about Kimmay too. Let me just say it. She's someone who I've looked to for information because she does have some good information. And because I'm not someone who generally just trusts what somebody tells me, it's been good stepping stones for me to do research of my own. Kinda. I'm not that one. I'm not that one who goes out and buys everything that somebody tells me is good for me or whatever. As far as my hair goes, I like what I like. I like my basics that I have. I'm not a product junkie like that. I do what works for me, and it just has been working. I haven't talked about that. I'm like a year into my natural journey, and this is my poof. I haven't done a poof until now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it just emphasizes that I got a big ass head. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. She's someone who's very informative, and I subscribed to her for the information. But from the first time I watched her videos, her attitude kind of has rubbed me in some kind of way. Now, I feel like she could just be one of those people who, is just straight to the point. That's just how she is. Look, but she's just not very personable to me. Now, don't be on my comments in my videos talking no shit or starting no shit with me. This is my opinion. You have yours. Hey, that's how I feel about her. So, when I heard what happened between her and Miss Taren on the comments, and yes, I saw the comments, and yes, you can still see them even though she deleted them. Girl, you better realize that when you delete them comments, they don't really go away. I was not very surprised. It seemed like her. She seems like a very defensive person, and I can understand that you don't want people talking about you. When you sign up for this YouTube thing and you're branding yourself and all that, be prepared for that to happen from time to time. And I really wish that I would see like the owner of a company, of any other company, coming on YouTube, like having a fight back and forth. Like, I'd be damn if I saw the owner of freaking L'Oreal on a YouTube arguing back and forth with somebody who didn't like one of their products, or who didn't like the attitude of one of their spokespeople, or who didn't like the attitude of that person. I'd be damned if I saw that owner on YouTube commenting saying, "Hey, you don't know how much money I spent, and I gave people shout outs, and this is what I did." Girl, if this is what you like, you were sitting. I don't see how she saw those comments unless her ass was sitting there waiting for somebody to comment on the video. I feel like she probably saw Taren's video, took it personally off top, clearly, and was waiting for somebody to mention her name. Because how else did you sift through all the comments looking to see if somebody said you, like, really? Do you got a tracker that says, sees whenever somebody mentions you on YouTube? What are you doing, girl? And understand that coming at it, the way that she came at it all abrasively was just ridiculous. Come on. I know, as intelligent as you are, that you've got to have heard at some point, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Don't be going off on people. Don't. It's not professional. And you like to conduct yourself and show yourself as a professional individual who's all about making money. That is anti-making money to act that way. It just is. It's not good business. Basics. Why do you think companies spend so much money on customer service and training for their customer service agents? And so it's all about how you portray yourself, how personable you are. That's why people have spokespeople who they find who are personable, who relate to people. You have to be relatable. You have to be somewhat personable if you really, really want to hold on to the market. It is what it is. So, yeah, that just was a mm-mm. And but those of you who were acting all extra shocked by it, or like you were so hurt that two naturals were on YouTube embarrassing us natural, I'm not embarrassed, girl. If I got embarrassed every time every woman of color, every person of color, every person with a nappy fro did something ignorant or retarded, or or anything that was embarrassing to them, then I'd be embarrassed 24/7. And I'm just not. I'm not gonna take that on to myself, because I am one person and those are different people, and how they represent our community. I don't see it as a representation of every natural, because every natural is different. Every natural has a different reason why they're natural. Every natural has a different life, a different story. I can't take that on. We need to stop doing that as a community, period. We always want to take on each other's stuff, and I can't believe you representing us like that. You know what? The only people that we can represent truly are ourselves. Period. So, y'all need to, oh Lord. And I just, yeah, I mentioned you, Kimmay, too. I'm sorry. I do feel like you have great information, and I do understand that it can be frustrating when you're giving information and people are coming at you with things against your information. It's like, if you don't agree with my information, you don't want to use it, don't use it. You don't have to. Just move on. I understand that. But for you to go out of your way to go to Taren's video and then get mad at her when she's trying to explain herself when she really didn't have to in the first place, all of that is just unprofessional, and it makes me look at you like, okay. So I will subscribe to you. I think I still am to this at this moment, and I'm going to unsubscribe, and I'm sure you won't care. I'm sure you'll be fine selling your goodie products to other people. And when you finally make your line selling that as well, I'm sure you'll be fine without one more subscriber. But I know that you need to see something in it because your YouTube popularity, baby, you can get all big in the britches like you're just the greatest ever, but it comes from somewhere, and you need subscribers to be a YouTube partner. So don't alienate your subscribers. It's just not a good idea. And it's a lot of people with the same opinion on it, honestly. And a lot of people won't even hear about this incident and won't ever know. But as someone who knows about it and who saw it, it's a big like turn off. It's a big like, okay, never mind type situation. So hope you get that together, mama. That's just from one person to another. I don't know everything. I'm not perfect either, mama. I got times when I want to go off on somebody, but as someone who is very much about her business, that wasn't professional. That's all I have to say about it. I hope that you guys are all doing well. And I don't know. Let me know what y'all think on the situation. Deuces.